We're here. We're back. Episode 39. What are we doing, podcast? You want to hit them with the exciting news for this episode?
There's not enough ASMR on this podcast.
Episode 39. I hate ASMR. Right.
Why? Do you really?
ASMR?
You actually ASMR?
Yeah. Hate that.
What do you hate about it?
It just is annoying.
I need more detail.
I've seen a few. There's been a ton that there's people that make money off of TikTok lives and stuff just doing ASMR, which is crazy to me.
You know who
people are paying people to do that.
You know who helps them make money?
You.
I don't pay them, but I will watch the video.
Subbing and all that stuff.
Nah, not all that. But
Does it make you fall asleep?
Yeah.
Nah.
That's it's funny. My feed knows that I like those videos
at night
at 1:30 in the morning. It knows it's it's sleepy time. You know, and it just feeds those to me.
Bray's
but then
been on TikTok
if I get on it whatever, I hop on at 12 in the afternoon. It just gives me whatever random other stuff that I'm into. It's usually a lot of it's honestly a lot of Drake and LeBron stuff. Which is so terrible.
I went on a 2-week streak of just popular songs edited to be about LeBron.
Yeah.
And it was pretty funny.
LeBron James.
There's just so many. I meant to send you some, but they were funny.
They are really funny.
I think the problem that sucks, and it makes sense, it's how stuff like that works. But when you like something like that once, it's all you're gonna see for a while.
Yeah.
Sometimes I go back to my liked and unlike it, so it stops giving me that.
It knows.
Yeah.
I don't think that does anything. Probably
not. I think you can actually say no.
Honestly, I bet you going back and looking at it again to unlike it, just in the algorithm's mind confirms that you liked it because you went and spent more time on it. That's I told Maddie, she used to. It would be a 6-second video. I don't know what her TikTok is. That's an insane part of the universe. But it would be literally a 6-second video, but it was a picture. And then on the picture, it just had a screen full of words so that you had to spend time reading it. But then it was just the views were just insane because it was a short video that would just keep replaying. Mm-hmm. And I was like, you got to pause that. You have to pause that to read it.
I don't like how there's some videos that they purposely make it to where I don't know when it starts and ends.
Yeah.
The way they edit it to flow. It's so I'll watch it 3 or 4 times. Wait, I think I've already seen this.
Yeah.
And then I just gave them 5 views right there. And
not that I'm against giving people views. If the video is good enough, sometimes I'll forget that I can, sometimes I'll forget I don't have to watch it.
Yeah.
And I'm just hold on, I don't care. And I'll just swipe.
I've watched
I do the same thing, honestly, with music in the car.
Oh, it's sometimes on, you're
yeah, I'll just be listening to a playlist, and I'm I'll just be listening to whatever, and I'm 2 minutes into a song, and I'm I have to listen to this. Yeah. I'm not listening to the radio. I can just skip this.
Radio sucks.
You don't like it?
Sometimes it's all right, but the worst times of the day to listen to the radio is on your way to work and on your way back from work, because they know that's when people are listening, so that's when they just feed the ads, and it's bro. You get a song and then you're listening to 6 minutes of ads, you know?
Yeah.
It's I just wasted.
Why are you listening to the radio?
Sometimes it just comes on and then it's kind of a banger, so I'm listening to it for a little bit.
You can just play it.
And then it goes to the ad and I'm I'm on the radio right now. And so then I switch to my phone.
When you get in, does it doesn't automatically go straight to your phone?
Sometimes.
Interesting.
Yeah. It will eventually, but the first minute or something. My car's a little older, so the Bluetooth just isn't right away, and I don't plug it in for no Apple CarPlay, whatever. But I'll walk in and whatever station was on, it's usually I don't even know what the stations are called, but 98.5 or something like that.
I visited your work yesterday.
Yeah.
I
got a big office, huh?
So I'm not going to lie, I was impressed and disappointed.
Why?
I was impressed by the size of everything. I was way bigger in there than I thought. And the space was used very well. the way that they have everything set up
Mhm.
is nice to me. Like it was,
Yeah,
it was a pleasant atmosphere that they
Mhm.
had going on in there. But I was disappointed that I didn't get the same treatment that you get when you go to Lighthouse.
Oh, like saying what are we doing and stuff?
Nobody said a single podcast thing to me. Do you just hate our podcast, or
No,
what's that about?
I don't know if they even listen. I think they know about it, but
Do you
'cause I've
push
talked
it?
about it? I don't push it.
Why?
I don't know.
So you just don't believe in the brand, or what?
No, I believe in the brand. Sometimes it's just like, I gotta be careful of what I say on here specifically for what they listen to if they were to listen to it. So
The owner of Lighthouse, one of them, is a weekly listener.
who is it?
Sav?
Who is it?
You know him.
The one I know? I know all of them, but
Well, yeah. Matt,
oh, he's an owner. Savage.
right? I mean, he's part owner. He's a,
Sorry, Matt, didn't know that.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know if he's missed an episode. He does call us brain rot.
Yeah, I can see it.
I mean, we don't really do anything too we have done educational things on accident before, but it's not like the purpose of the show.
Yeah.
What if you just pushed it harder? What if you just made them
I could.
listen?
I mean, I could. I definitely could. I'm lacking in that area. I apologize. But that's not, that's your personality. Pushing things, selling things.
I went and held Brock's baby tonight, and Kara told the nurse about our podcast.
Savage.
I know. I'd say somebody, you want to talk about somebody that pushes our podcast? She
always posting stuff.
I know, she's a
Or
freaking
reposting
champion.
stuff. Yeah.
She is like from ground zero. Like she has been one of our biggest supporters.
Oh, 100%. And Brock had a baby.
And because Brock had a baby, we have someone who's not Brock doing Brock's job. It's also not Mike. And it's Dan. He's been here before.
What's up, everybody?
He has been not actually the last time that Dan helped us, we didn't own our microphones. We didn't have 4 microphones. We didn't have... Did we have this Mac yet?
No.
Man, that was so far.
I know. That's what I'm saying. We're at week... technically week...
We're almost been a year. Pretty close to it.
Yeah. Well, no. Yeah, but we're at week 39. It's 52 weeks in a year.
Yeah, I'm
We've
saying,
missed
but we
2
didn't.
weeks.
We've only missed 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So we're at 41 technically.
You have missed more than...
Yeah, I missed
2 weeks.
4, I think. Well, including the 2. I missed one with Parker.
yeah.
I missed one with Mike.
One with Mike, yep.
You got a perfect attendance.
I plan on having an Iron Man for the entire existence of this show.
What's that mean?
Like Mikal Bridges. He's got like an Iron Man, Mikal Bridges.
Where
it's like
he went in and
basically
played for
just
8
doesn't miss.
seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then he sat out.
Yeah.
And it's also, we're at your place, so
You're
it's like
we are at
hard for you not
Casa
to
de
miss.
Vanaken.
Yeah.
So
And we don't get
A
sick
little
days
different.
here.
some people do
No
apparently.
such things. Yeah, I don't know how that guy worked into Brock's contract there, but
Yeah.
it's all right.
Holding babies is cool. You don't like doing it?
Nope.
Why?
No, I don't know.
Are you like scared of it or what? It's a lot of responsibility.
Yeah, it's just boring. And it's just like, you
Yeah.
have to hold it a specific way, and for...
I mean, I'm not trying to do it for like hours, but it is cool to do. I probably held Bo for what? 10, 15 minutes?
15 minutes.
Yeah. I feel like that's a pretty...
I'm holding it. If I hold Bo, I'm only holding them for like a minute, 2 minutes.
Why?
Because I don't want to hold a baby.
What do you have that's so much better to do?
I just don't want to hold a baby. I feel restricted holding a baby.
Yeah. So what else would you rather?
I don't
be doing
know.
than
I'd rather
holding the
be
baby?
able to not have to hold 8 pounds for a little bit and just like be super cautious and careful that I don't let its neck like get too low or make a quick movement. Or
Dude, he's got like this cute little double chin. He is so cute.
I'm sure he's cute, but I'm not gonna hold him for very long.
See, that's just wild to me.
I'm not gonna hold anyone's baby. That's not mine.
You're probably not gonna hold your own.
Probably not.
I mean, I think there's a quote of you saying something about
I'm gone for the first 4
I wish I
years.
could just be gone for the first 4 or 5 years until it can play catch or something.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that
something like that, yeah.
quote?
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
Is it a baby question?
It is a baby question. So, and Dan can probably chime in on this because he has 2 girls. So when you guys were naming your 2 girls, did you put any thought into what their like potential last name could be?
What?
No.
How would you know?
You don't know. You don't know.
There's just
But I feel like there are names that could, like, names that would be hard to go with, like, just whatever last name.
yeah, but
Here's my example. My sister, her name is Allie. Okay. She married an Allen. So her name is Allie Allen. Right? And there's no way that you can know that or control that. But I'm just saying, is there any thought that goes into that at all? Like, because, I mean, okay, let me sidebar this, because there's no way, actually, now that I'm saying it out loud, there's just no way that you could plan for, like, any last name.
you just can't marry anyone with the last name A.
Do you think women, like, think about that? Or they're like, oh, that would suck. If that was my last
when
name.
they're like, they like put their name.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would you? Well, you're married, so never mind.
Would I take my wife's last name?
Yeah. If Brady and her last name sounded better.
Of anyone to take a last name from a woman, like, mine would have been Golden. That's so tough.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a sick last name.
Yeah.
How about it? Miller.
Did you?
Yeah.
What is it? Miller?
Yeah.
That's, I mean,
It's easier.
it's easier than Vollmer, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's, like, not really any Vanakins that exist anymore, so I kind of had to, like, my civic
Do you
duty.
have to take someone's last name to be married, or can
No.
you just have your guys' names?
You can just have whatever. It's a free world. I mean, you can literally change your name.
Yeah. I knew a couple that did that. They both had bad pasts, and they just made their own, like, hybrid name.
I mess with it
I mean,
as long as it's not like trash. But
yeah. I think it's boring. If you were like, I'm going to change my last name to Smith just to, like, be normal, I think that's kind of boring.
yeah,
Like, if you're going to go the lengths to, like, actually change it, you know, like, you're both going to go change it to something else, like, pick something cool.
I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I'm just gonna go straight dub.
That's your full name.
Yeah,
Like, no last name.
like D
Just-
first name, U middle name, B last name. Dub.
Well, then you'd have to say that your name is DUB.
That's dub. I'm actually gonna go with both before.
Your name would be DB.
Yeah, defensive back. Come on.
Terrible. All right, whoever. I'm just saying, your other half needs to be the baby naming department.
Yeah, I ain't got no names picked
She
out.
can name the babies and you name the dogs.
I ain't got no names picked out.
We don't have a child on the way, but we do have some
yeah.
names that we like.
Girls or boys?
Girls. I want girls.
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know.
Hold on. We're just not using our sources enough. As somebody who has both.
Which one he likes more, though?
Well, not which one you like more, but like if you were
Had to go one of all of them.
if you were me, which one would you think that I should want more?
Oh, that's a good
God,
question.
that was rough to say.
No, I got what you're trying to say, though. Is he more of a boy dad or girl dad?
I mean, I sleep better thinking about my boy, but not my girls.
That's true. Yeah, but the love that your girls have for you, I bet is just so insane.
Yeah.
What does sleep better mean? Like
Not as worried about him
not
as
stressed.
her
oh yeah,
or as them.
I got you.
Because
Which is probably normally how it would go. Do you think that's the same for like the mom would be that for the boy
wish I
and
could
then
say
not
that
for the
one-
girls?
No.
It's always just for the girls.
Yeah.
yeah, the boys just kind of
They're just there.
they just you're fine or you're not.
So I'm not trying to out you, Dan, but if your son gets hit in the head, bumps his head somehow, are you just like, you're good, get up, and then if one of your girls does it, you're like kissing it, making sure she's all good, or is it the same
Yeah.
for all of them? Pretty much.
Pretty much. But he's also like pretty tough, where he just like
He just bumps the other side of his head.
no, he just like cries for a second, and then he's like, all right, anyway,
Is it because that he's always just gotten the tough love?
maybe.
I mean, I was the same way. I think like
One time your dad told me that I was going to have to get stitches and I
you
passed out.
Yeah.
That was an experience.
Me and Maddie were talking on the way to golf how you're going to be screwed whenever she gives birth.
I don't think I am.
I think you're screwed.
I really don't think I am.
You can't handle picking up puke on the ground from one of your dogs.
Yeah, is there going to be... There's going to be blood that I'm going to have to pick up? There's just going to be like...
blood. There might be
There's
some...
there's just going to be like piles of puke and blood I'm going to have to like
I'm
pick up
just saying,
off
I
the floor.
think it's going to be a little bit more...
You don't make it to the ER.
It might be a little more...
I'll catch that thing like Odell.
traumatic.
I don't care.
I don't think I'm going to do well.
I really don't think I think I'll be fine. I've seen some gross stuff.
I'm going to put $100 down right now that you're going to be the dad that has the nurses fanning you out because you're about to pass out.
Do you want to bet on that?
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
because I think I'm going to be so fine.
I don't think so.
I don't.
I think you're going to pass out, hit your head, have to go get helped out for whatever reason, and miss the birth of your first child.
No, I think that I'm going to be so... I think there's going to be so many other things going on that I'm not even going to have, like, the bandwidth to be, like, disturbed by whatever I'm seeing.
That could be true.
Like, my hand is going to be folded in half. I'm going to be, like, there... I think that
I can see it.
I'm really not even worried, I don't think. Like, I think that...
I just know you have a weak, like, not stomach isn't the right word, but like...
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some stuff on, like, EMS calls that I just... Well, it's different. It's honestly different seeing it in person, and then there's almost like a... I don't want to call it, like, fight or flight response, but, like this is what's happening, and it doesn't... If I'm, like, watching Grey's Anatomy, and they just have somebody open... I have more time to, like, just think and imagine stuff. Like, somebody's just, like, laying on a bed and I can just see, like, their heart, like, pulsing and stuff.
Mm.
Like, that creeps me out more than, like, actually seeing stuff in person. Because it's, like, there's nothing else besides me just thinking about what's happening versus, like, in real life, there's, like, other things going on that are... I don't know, there's like adrenaline going, there's whatever else. Like I really don't think that I'm going to be.
But you can't like click the fast forward button in this. Like
Yeah, I wouldn't in a movie. I would force myself to watch it.
Just wide open, just have the
Dude,
look.
Okay. Shout out Chuck. He asked me to listen to Pardon My Take. which I
in my take.
yeah. We should have AI make us
Song.
an intro to our song
Yeah.
or intro to our pod.
Just have Tervis make another one.
Could have Tervis make us one. That would be kind of lit.
Yeah.
I mean,
He kind of already did.
on accident in 2019.
Yeah. You never listened to Part of My Take before?
I don't really ever listen to it. No, I have tried to listen to it before. I sometimes struggle if I'm not the one. Sounds so dumb, but I sometimes struggle if I'm not the person who found it, like a podcast. Like if I didn't stumble across it on my own terms, sometimes I'm kind of just like not that into it. Like it feels too forced.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But like
I listen to a lot
if I find it and listen to it on my own, then it's different. I feel like.
So have you just never heard of it, or you just always knew that?
I've heard of it. Charlie's had me listen to other episodes before.
So you just never wanted to get into it because of that.
Not specifically because of that, but I just think that like sometimes when I feel like it's like if you got up the nerve to just like go do my dishes, and then I was like, hey, can you do my dishes while you're upstairs? And you're like, I don't really want to anymore.
I don't know what that scenario was supposed to say.
You never had that? No. Your mom, you've never been like, I'm going to go clean my room. And then your mom be like, clean your room. And then you're like, I don't want to clean my room anymore. Cause now it feels like,
saying just willingly
now it feels like a
something?
task. Like it's not like it's like I have to do this.
So
like
that's really why you don't like Michael Jordan.
Can we cut his mic off?
Because you found Tatum.
Yes, my boy. I don't remember what I was saying at all.
Something about Part of My Take.
Oh, listen to this, bro. Okay, so Joe Mazzulla is a psycho.
That's why you listen to it.
He is a psycho.
Yeah.
Right. And he was talking about, and I've heard this before. Like even he was talking about it basically right after they won the championship, but he basically understands that like there is 6 to 10 people that will see the players before the players see him when he gets in there in the morning, right? So he'll go into his office, do whatever, and then the players are going to see the guy who opens, like the security guy that opens the door, maybe the front desk lady, maybe a janitor, maybe the cooks, maybe whatever, right? So he goes around to all of them like every day and checks all of their attitudes to make sure that they all have a winning attitude. Because if they walk in and somebody isn't like their best, it might set off a chain reaction for the players. I just think it's sick. Like,
Bro, if I was a security guard and he comes up to me and he's like, "You don't have a winning attitude right now," I'd be like, "Screw you, bro. It's 6 a.m. I'm here opening the door for NBA."
I don't think he just approaches it like I don't think he's like, your attitude sucks, but I think he like just goes around and like
he probably just has a conversation with them.
Yeah, just like boosts morale.
Yeah.
Which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
From somebody who doesn't have to do that at all. Like I bet there's a lot of coaches that just walk in and they're, got their coffee in hand. They don't look at anybody. They just head down until they get to their office.
It's crazy, even on a professional level, how important morale is just on a team.
Yeah. It's it's huge.
And how big like of a role a coach can have in that or other players. But like,
well, but I mean, think about like if you're at the professional athlete level, like they don't need you to, they don't need like if I went and coached high school basketball, like I could teach the kids like things about the game. But like a coach of the NBA is not just going to pull you over and be like, "Hey man, that dribble move or that whatever you're doing at that specific juncture doesn't work because of this." The player's going to be like, "Yeah, I know. I didn't mean to do it. Whatever."
I straight up
where like there's just a lot of things that they're doing instead of like you know what I mean?
I'm a fan of not a fan. There's no such thing as this, but I don't think professional sports need coaches.
I think you're so wrong.
I just think let the players do it. Football, let the players make the decision on what to do. That's why you got the quarterback out there.
No, I hate that.
Just
I
thought.
think the coaching role is so important.
I don't think Curry needs a coach. LeBron is the coach, period.
I yeah, no, I hate that. That might be one of my least favorite of your takes.
I just think it is a really bad take. But I think at what point
So then
are
what?
they
You
even
have like
learning
Jamal
anything?
Crawford out there just making timeouts because he thinks it's the
Jamal's
right
the goat.
time. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. Like,
I think there's a lot of players out there that have better knowledge of the game than coaches do.
I don't think that there's somebody on the planet that you could have coach LeBron that would be a better basketball mind than him.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he needs a coach still. Dude, if you're playing,
I think a coach is
if you're
just needed to
playing
make
and
subs.
coaching,
That's it.
No. If you're playing and coaching at the same time, you're not doing a good job at either. Like, you're not doing your best at either.
Yeah, I guess. I'm just saying, like, just give, like football,
someone,
for instance, just give the quarterback free reign on what he wants to do this entire possession. And because he knows all the plays already. He knows, like, they're good enough to where they're supposed to be able to read defenses and all that stuff. Just, like, go out there, make the play that you want to do, and then go out there do it. I guarantee, throwback in time, but I guarantee if Russell Wilson was in control of his possession in the last against the Super Bowl against the Patriots, they weren't going to freaking throw it. He would have ran it up the middle of Marshawn.
Yeah. But
Some things aren't going to change. Curry's still going to get the ball 15
yeah,
times
think about the
possession.
inverse of that too, though. Like,
Huh?
the inverse would be way worse. Like, a player is just out there that's like, oh, this is the right call. Like, I think you get into worse situations.
Well,
okay,
yeah,
so then
you run into the problem. You run into the problem of, like, okay, who's got the
I got
more
Tyler
authority?
over there. Tyler's my dog. He's gonna get this touchdown.
Well, that or, like, who has the authority in the situation? Like, if
right,
the quarterback's like, hey, this is the play we're going to do, and they're like, bro, why are we not running it or something? And then you get an argument about it instead of, like, this is what coach told us we're doing. I mean, it's not going to work, and that's why there's coaches and stuff. I just thought it would be.
Then, I mean, yeah, like, that would be like golfers don't need caddies.
Yes and no. I know a professional caddy is, like, way more than just someone carrying your bag, and they know the course.
If they didn't need them, they wouldn't, like.
Why would they have them carry their bags? That's the whole point.
No, I'm saying, like, they talk to them the entire time.
Yeah, I'm sure it just helps to talk things out with someone. I'm not saying a caddy, you don't need a caddy in golf either.
It's
but
literally just a coach then, though.
Yeah, I guess. I don't think
the only difference is that a coach of, like, other professional sports doesn't, like, do physical labor for you.
No, I don't think they, like, are telling.
They definitely are.
I don't think they're telling them, like, yo, you, like, need to come. I don't even know. I'm trying to think of some golf terms. You need to not come so far over top of the swing. I don't think they're, like, talking to them like that.
What?
I think they're just like,
That can't be a real take.
I don't know.
They're for sure doing that.
I think the player already knows that. I was watching Full Swing, and there's one episode about caddies, and it was like Sky Scheffler's caddy, or maybe it was, I don't remember. One of the caddies, he said his job for that week, I don't remember who he was caddying for, but he was just to tell him, just to remind him to something about shallowing, and he would just, like, repeat it. Hey, don't forget to shallow. And he would just say that because that was what the player wanted to remember or focus on that week. But it's not like he's teaching him how to shallow or, here's how you actually should hit this shot or whatever. I think he's just saying, hey, we're about this distance out. Green's like this. Win this way. I think 6 iron might be the play, or you can cut a 7 in there or something, and then they talk it out. Ultimately, the player's going to be the one that decides and hits the shot, and the player knows his shot's better than the caddy does. Like, I can see how the caddy... But, like, they actually do have actual coaches, though. Like, a caddy...
No, but that would be the same thing as, like, coach calls a timeout, draws up a play, gives you a couple options, says, hey, you're going to have a shooter in the corner, you're going to have a shooter at the wing, you're going to have somebody cutting down the lane. And then they just hand the ball to LeBron, and he just makes the right play. Like, nobody's taught LeBron in that situation how to pass the ball. He just went out and did it right. He did all of the decision making on his own.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
But I'm saying it's the same thing, though.
I don't think a caddy's a coach, but I think
okay.
Like these players actually have like coaches, swing coaches, and all that, like mental coaches and all these things. Like a caddy, I don't think is a coach.
Well, I mean, you have a shooting,
coach.
Coach. You have a strength and conditioning coach. You have a whatever else too. So I mean, that would also be the same thing.
I guess.
Do you think so let's say Caleb Wagner makes it to the Masters, and Caleb Wagner is starting every hole. You only have I'll let you have you can have your whole bag. It doesn't matter. But you are starting from the furthest part on every green. So you are.
Oh, am I winning the Masters?
Are you getting top 5?
No.
I was gonna say because no hate, but I don't think so.
I mean, I was putting pretty good today.
You were putting great today.
The greens are different there.
Yeah,
I play mine here all the time.
Like putting on shag carpet versus putting on a concrete.
And these like guys like know how to actually like, read greens and stuff like that. Like I just kind of, I think it's gonna left to right, and I'm just gonna go up here and hit it.
Mm-hmm.
They're like,
hey,
actually playing stuff.
I tell you what though, I think I'm figuring out the what is it called that Bryson does? Aim putting.
Meaning what?
You know what I'm talking about? Like, remember on our last hole today, how I was like, I'm gonna hit it. I'm hitting it over this little.
You're supposed to putt.
I mean, yeah, but I think I'm getting to the point where I can like explain it. I don't know. I did it for Maddie, and she.
No, I know what you're saying
because
I know the last hole what you're talking about, but that's how you're supposed to do it anyways. If you're putting right, you're not just putting at the hole every time.
But I'm saying, I'm like getting to a point where I can like actually make the read of it, not just like.
Yeah. I agree.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean it's nice when you play on that course a lot too, though.
Yeah, I think we're both at a point in our golf games where it's like we just need like to actually do it. Like a lot of repetitiveness would be good. Like reps.
Got to pass.
I know. Fire.
I just don't want to go walk.
Probably not going to.
I mean, it wouldn't be bad, but
wouldn't be good.
Sometimes when you like. I don't know. Sometimes just a lot of walking.
Sometimes I just want to. Sometimes I just want to play 18 in like 2 hours.
Exactly.
And I just cannot do that walking.
Yep.
When we were in between nines, I walked in there. Maddie and I both went to the bathroom, and I don't know what her name is. The lady that was working the desk. She was like, "You guys playing another 9?" I go, "Yeah." She goes, "Well, I'm sure you guys probably be done by 7:30 then, right?" And I was like, "Yeah."
What?
She was like, "You guys probably be done by 7:30." We were done by
who?
The lady at the front desk. Do you not listen?
No.
Come on, bro.
I took a sip of my Dr. Pepper, and I was thinking about how we got 2 people that should sponsor us right now. With Casey's Chick-fil-A right there.
I think we deserve a Casey's level sponsor. I don't think we deserve a Chick-fil-A level sponsor. Honestly, I don't know if anyone deserves a Chick-fil-A level sponsor. Just being so real. Like,
You know what would be sick? To be a golfer, like for you to be a professional golfer, be sponsored by Chick-fil-A, and your bag be Chick-fil-A.
that would be
That'd be so sick.
I would do that. I would do that. I wouldn't even hesitate.
Yeah,
Like the bottom of my bag where everyone has their like logo or whatever, it would just be the chicken.
bottom of the bag.
Yeah. You watch the Masters?
Like at the bottom?
Yeah, the bottom of the bag because it's getting carried all the time.
Oh,
So or it's laying down or whatever.
Yeah.
So the bottom.
I was thinking
the bottom
like,
of the. No, but I'm saying the entire bag is Chick-fil-A. Like,
oh yeah,
I want that written, like across like the pockets.
Yeah,
it would
that's
be sick. But then I'm saying the bottom of it, like the circle that's embroidered, be that chicken logo would be tough.
I think
It's so sad that I like Chick-fil-A as much as I do.
I think it's gas.
I think I
I'd
like
be eating it
Chick-fil-A
way too
now
much.
as much as I liked Nike in high school.
As much as you liked Uzi in high school.
Yeah. Sad. That's sad.
That's crazy. I'm
It's
trying to
just
think of
so
another
bad
like
now.
random sponsor that you don't see on the PGA that'd be kind of funny to have.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
That'd be tough.
I can't think of one. My house.
Do we ever figure out what we're going to draft?
Nope.
Huh.
That says 37 or 32. 37. I don't know. All I know is I haven't eaten yet today. Pretty hungry.
I offered
Actually,
to,
that's not true. I
offered to bring you
Well, then I
Chick-fil-A.
texted you and I said I used. I don't have my phone to read it exactly, and then you said just picking it up and going. Didn't even answer my question.
You said, "Are you still at Chick-fil-A?" I said, "I'm picking it up and going." So just figure out the tense of that.
I read that
picked
as,
it up and I'm on my way home would be I'm already gone. I'm picking it up and coming home would be I'm not there yet. I
Yeah,
felt
I
like
don't
that
know.
was like super clear.
No.
I felt like that was
I was expecting it like
insanely
I was
clear.
expecting it like nah, not yet. What you want? Type deal.
Well, when I asked, do you want anything, and then you gave me like 6 other questions. I was like,
and then it was.
and then you said
I
you were
asked,
going
"Are
to stay
you
at the
still
church
there?"
longer.
I
You
said,
were
"Are
going to
you-"
do all these other things.
I said, "Are you still there?" Because I responded like 15, 20 minutes later because I didn't see your text.
Yeah, and then I said,
And then
right, and I
then you
said, "Nah, I'm just going to pick it up."
Exactly, and so I was like, I took that as a.
And if you would have said,
getting
if I would have
nothing
said,
no more.
"Nah, I already picked it up," that would have meant that I already had it and I left.
Yeah, I was just expecting a nah, not yet. What you want, kind of thing.
How did we drop the ball that hard?
I don't know. Actually, I
Dropped a
don't need
bowling ball.
Chick-fil-A, bro. I've had it twice already this week.
I don't know. Me too. Well, once yesterday.
I did too much. It's a problem about working in Peoria, bro. There's
I
just
know.
so much
Maddie
food
and I
right
were
there.
talking about that. We were both like, "Could you imagine working
No,
this
straight
close
up,
to
bro.
a Chick-fil-A, bro?"
I get Chipotle once a week, Chick-fil-A at least once a week. Sometimes
Where's the
Panda.
Chipotle at? Oh, I know
Right
where
there
it's
by
at.
Chick-fil-A.
It's right across the
Jimmy John's. Every
We
once
do
in
have a
while.
Jimmy John's within walking distance.
Yeah, that'd be dangerous. I need to quit eating out.
Honestly, no, it's not. We never get Jimmy John's.
Dude, I'm just saying, any food next to a workplace is just dangerous for me. Because you know how, like, I'm so lazy, bro. Like, I hate waking up in the morning, so I'm not waking up 5 minutes early to pack my lunch.
5 minutes early, bro. Dude.
Because every time, bro, I gotta leave.
insane.
I gotta leave the house by 7:25 usually. That's when I
Okay.
try to leave. So I set my alarm for 6:40.
How do we never see each other?
I'll be taking some weird ways to work right now because of the construction.
Like
Sometimes
what?
I take Springfield Road all the way. Sometimes I take Springfield Road to, what's that, Tower Line?
Dylan?
Yeah, in Dillon.
Yeah.
Sometimes I take the road right before that. That country road that you take all the time.
Oh yeah, I do like that.
That way.
I took that way home.
Sometimes
and
I take
I was
the
flying.
122. I just take. I'm not taking 122 right now because they're doing that construction. But
So you take 2 different ways to get there.
3?
I mean, yeah,
4?
but 2 of them are the same. I
Yeah.
guess I'll give you 3,
But you don't get to work till 8:30. I gotta be there at 8.
but you leave it. We leave at the same time. You just have to drive.
You leave
further.
at 7:20, 7:25.
No. Nah, I leave it, dude.
It's like 7:40.
The other day I left it like.
No, you got to get there at 8:30. So I wouldn't.
No, I
leave
got to be
till-
there 8.
Oh, yeah. I still wouldn't leave till like 7:40.
That's what I'm saying. I usually leave at 7:30.
It's kind of early.
But I'm saying, but you live 8 minutes further away,
Sure.
at least.
Sure.
So what I'm saying is, like, if I'm leaving at 8:30 and you're leaving at 8:25,
Do I ever leave at 7:25? No.
so what time do you leave? So you're normally behind me.
I'm always late, man. Here's
Alright, so-
here's how it works, bro. I got my alarm at 6:40. Usually, the night before, if I'm thinking about it, I'll pack my lunch, and I'll set out my clothes for the next day, and then so then I can wake up and pretty much just go.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I do it so I can sleep a little longer. Normally, that doesn't happen. So 6:40 comes around. I snooze 3 times, so that's 27 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that would be 7:07 ish.
Hold on, you got how many alarms?
I only have one alarm. I just
But you
snooze it 3
snooze it.
times.
I got you. Okay.
Having multiple alarms is crazy.
That is, bro. That is crazy.
Like,
If
that's
we-
what a snooze is for.
Mm-hmm.
But a snooze is way too short.
I was looking at somebody's alarms the other day at work, and I shit you not, it was literally, their alarms were like 6:40, 6:45, 6:46, 6:48, 6:48, or 6:49,
No. That's just
7:02.
So messed up.
And it's
so
like,
messed up.
dude, just wake up.
Yeah.
Just wake up.
Normally I don't ever hit snooze. Like, I used to, do this, but then I had to stop doing it because I would be in college, so it'd be like I'm just missing class a little bit. But now it's like I'm gonna miss work, so I actually gotta kind of wake
Bro,
up
I
a
keep
little
waiting
bit
for
behind.
summer break to hit.
Never. But I used to never hit snooze. I used to set it to the latest possible time I needed to be up, so
Yeah.
that it would force me to be up. Now, bro.
I did that at school.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if I have class at 9, I'll set it for 8:50.
Yeah, but it's such a dangerous game though.
It is. Well, it's for class versus now it's for work. So now I
Right.
can't do that, you know?
Yeah.
But, all right. So then my alarm goes off 7:07. Depending on my mood, how tired I am, maybe snooze one more time. If I hit snooze one more time, it's 7:16. And I got to
How long is a snooze?
9 minutes.
Is it really
Yes,
9 minutes?
9 minutes. Such a dumb time.
Weird.
Why is snooze 9 minutes? Can you look that up, Dan? Or do you know it? That would be something Dan knows.
It does seem like a Dan knowable.
There's got to be some sort of scientific reasoning to why it's 9 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, why not 10?
Why not 8? Why not 5?
5 would be too short. If it was 5,
Just
then
wake up.
if it was
my
5,
day, it was 10.
Back in your day.
that's weird.
I saw this meme that was like,
They opted. So in the 1950s, clockmakers found precise gear adjustments achieved a 10-minute snooze. They opted for 9 minutes as it was easier to implement mechanically and less likely to allow the user to fall back into a deep sleep. 9-minute setting continues to be the default, as a nod is the traditional original snooze feature.
I wonder, this would be dangerous to do, but iPhone should let you go in and set your snooze time. I think that's pretty
Just
genius.
set another alarm then at that point.
Nah.
Why not?
I don't know.
What? You want your snooze time to be 12 minutes? Okay, well, just set another alarm at 7:12.
Nah, I was thinking more like I wouldn't use this very often, but like a snooze time of like another 30 minutes.
Yeah, just set your alarm for 7:30 then too.
See, but then you got to set 2 alarms. This one
You can
just
ask
set
Siri to
one,
do it.
and you can set it for Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So even when you hit stop, it's still on for the next day. You don't ever have to touch it again. That's what I do.
You can do that with your alarm also.
I know.
You could just set 2 alarms to go off at 7 and 7:30 throughout the week.
Then I have to be careful. The worst is when you're still asleep, and this is a problem either way. This isn't not trying to defend my side, but
No,
the worst is
I want you to.
No, I'm just saying the worst is when you're still half asleep, and you go to stop or you go to hit snooze and you hit stop, and you think you hit snooze, didn't know it. Wake up 30 minutes later, and you're like, oh shoot, because you were expecting. Yeah, I guess this happens to me all. It's not like pretty frequently actually. I think I hit snooze, I hit stop, I'm sleeping. I'm like, this has kind of been a long 9 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up and it's actually been like 20.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh shoot. That's where a second alarm would be
I
ready.
am a psycho, and I do not have my alarm set throughout the week.
So you said every night?
Yep.
I mean, I always check it to make sure.
The other day,
My biggest fear is to not have an alarm when I need an alarm.
the other day, I forgot to set it, and luckily Oak woke me up at 7:27. I need to leave. Like 7:30 is like the prime time to leave.
Yeah.
So
I think it's funny that your
big
body
scuba
can
buggy.
adjust pretty quickly to like you know, that weird stage of where you're kind of asleep but you're awake at the same time.
yeah.
It's like your body's like, man, it's been kind of a long sleep. Like, this doesn't feel right. You look at the clock and you're like, yep.
Okay, you ever be sitting and then you stand up and you're like, you get a little lightheaded? Really?
Not really.
Do you ever do anything and like whatever? You haven't ever been like sitting, not like it happens all the time, but like you've never been sitting and then you just like
Get lightheaded from
you just like
sitting
hop up and you just kind of like feel a little dizzy because your body was just like.
Not that I can think of.
Do you?
Yeah, every once in a while.
That's right. I'm not saying like
Yeah.
I got to be like, it's not something I'm like conscious of that I'm like, oh, it better stand up slow. But like, that's never happened to you.
Not like, at least not any time recently that I could remember.
You've been like, just even like.
Are you
what
talking
we're
like in
doing?
the first thing in the morning or like
No,
you talking
so
like
that's
right
what I'm
now?
getting at. Like, I don't know. Like you like sit down to watch a movie or something. You stand up a couple hours later after you've been sitting watching whatever, and you're just kind of like, ooh.
No,
Like for a second.
not my head. Usually something else is hurting. Like my back or knee or something, or a foot was asleep or something. I don't think I've ever stood up and been like, whoa.
All right.
There's been some random times where like not from sitting down and standing up, but there's been some random times where I'm standing up and just see stars for a second. Just for doing nothing.
Isn't that? That's what I'm talking about.
I'm not.
Yeah, no.
But I'm not
That's what
saying
that's
from
what-
standing,
that's what I'm
sitting
talking
down
about.
and standing up. That's never happened to me.
I don't know. Why does that happen though? You ever something ever
Dehydration,
happened?
probably.
You ever like your chest hurts or something? You're like, guess it's today, huh?
Yeah, I thought I had a tumor the other day.
Have you ever felt my little thing I got going on?
I don't want to feel your little thing.
Pause.
What is it? What's that called where you like get scared about, like you think you got something wrong all the time? Hypochondriac or something like that? That can't be
No, it's
right. That is it?
is it?
I think I have that.
You ever say a word too many times and it just doesn't sound like it's a real word anymore?
Yeah. Sometimes it's more so when I try spelling it versus saying it.
Yeah.
Spelling is where I'm like, this
You
cannot be right.
You got any like default words that you just can never spell?
Yeah, let me think about one.
I can.
They're
think of a
just
couple.
common. They're
Yeah,
words
like
that I would
garage.
text. No, that one I don't struggle with that one.
Business. This
No,
list
I
for me
can't.
is going to be longer because
No, I
I'm
can't.
dyslexic.
No,
Exhaust.
no.
How do you spell exhaust?
EXHAUST.
Yeah, it's stupid though. Ready to do the draft? So for our draft this week, we are doing the best sports sounds. I have the first pick. And with the first, it's a tough first pick to have. Honestly, I don't love being first.
Yeah, I honestly like being last. It's kind of nice going boom boom.
Yeah. Well, and like just being first is
You don't know where people's heads are at.
Yeah, there's a lot of subjectiveness though to be like, you know. It's tough.
You got your pick yet?
Yeah. Number one pick, I'm going to go the sound of the ball going through the net and a swoosh.
Swish.
Swish.
Okay.
I don't like you very much, Brady. I was going to say the ball going through a chain net.
Ooh.
That's better.
That's
You can do
crisp.
that. It's different.
It feels like
You didn't
it
specify.
feels like infringement. I said going through the net.
I know. I can't.
But a net is way different than chain. Two completely different sounds.
Still a net.
Two completely different sounds.
Still a net.
Two completely different sounds.
Still a net.
I don't think there's
Like
still
our
nets.
friend's mom, it's a net.
What?
Sydney.
Oh.
All right. Mine would be pads and helmets crashing together.
Ooh.
Dang,
Okay.
that was on my list.
Okay.
I wasn't gonna take it this early. First pick is pop of the bat, baseball bat.
Yeah.
Pop of
good
the
pick.
glove is my second one.
Ooh. Okay.
Both baseball.
Baseball. Okay. I see you.
Man, I gotta take some more now.
I've
Oh,
got
I got a couple
I've
more.
got a sleeper.
Okay.
And I low-key might take it as my second because I'm scared it's gonna go away. Actually, I get two. I'm gonna take it as my third.
Good for you.
It's hard to do these on the spot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because low-key, I had one when we started.
Just gotta go by
The
sport.
gun on a track.
Ooh.
Fire.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Start
the
gun.
gun.
Yeah. Start gun.
Start
okay.
gun.
It also goes for pool. Like
Swimming.
like a swimming pool.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was talking like pool.
Yeah, I know. I'm scared because you're gonna get it at this point. If I don't take it, I think I'm gonna go. Yeah, I got you. So I'm gonna go with my second pick. The sound of bowling pins getting hit. I can just hear it's just such a pure sound. And I think with my third pick, I'm internally fighting with a couple. But I'm going to go with my third pick, the sound of a driver teeing off.
Okay.
I would feel like a sellout if I didn't pick that.
Okay.
That was my next one too.
Really? I have
my next three if I can remember them for this long and no one takes
yeah.
it. I kind of like mine. I'm kind of pulling some of these out from different places, but I kind of like them. forgot my third one. I keep repeating them in my head so I don't forget them. I don't remember my
I
third
have
one. That
two if they don't
sucks.
get taken.
Sucks. I don't remember my third one.
The sound of the buzzer in basketball after it's like a close game. To me,
It's like a peaceful, like it ends and it's like chaos
Like
is
a
over.
relief.
yeah.
Yeah, chaos
Yeah.
is over.
Okay.
That,
Okay.
like there's so much build to that point.
Yeah.
And then when that finally hits, like when I saw the Celtics play, the Heat,
Yeah. Dude,
that was insane.
he was okay. Dan was at the game,
Game
that
6.
the game 6 that Marcus Smart missed a 3 and then Derek White got a putback layup. Do you remember that? I hate you.
I don't watch the NBA, but sick. In Boston?
In Miami.
In Miami.
Dang, that's even cooler.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
What, last year?
Shout out Alex Sides.
Uh
That was like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
So Jimmy was still there and
Oh yeah.
yeah. Sick.
Oh, it was game.
It's when they lost to the Warriors.
That was one year they won the.
Because they won it was last year.
It wasn't last year. It was for sure 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It was they. I think it was the year. I think it was the year that they lost to the Warriors.
Just said that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't hate that pick. All right. My 3 and 4. My 3 is gonna be the break of a pool, like a pool break.
I know. I thought the same thing whenever I said pool.
And then my 4th one is the ding of a bell from boxing.
Cool picks.
Start around.
Like those.
Yeah. Start or end around, I guess.
What was the fourth one, sorry?
The ding of a bell for boxing. I lost my 5th one, which is
I
annoying.
can't think of what mine were.
Because I had a good one for my 5th one.
All right, staying on the boxing. The sound of the mat when the guy falls down on a knockout.
Mm.
Gotcha.
Just like thud.
I got you. Oh, I got another one. I got my last one. I really like my last one.
I'm gonna go the squeak of basketball shoes on the floor.
I like that.
Oh,
I like that a lot.
Such a good sound.
Yeah.
You could honestly, I have watched a decent amount of videos on TikTok where they take out all of the sounds and then just put in
The squeaking?
like the squeaks and then the ball dribbling and then whatever. And like there's no crowd noise, there's no announcer noise, like it's just pure basketball sounds. And it's just so hot.
Yeah.
With my 5th pick, I'm gonna go I don't really know how to phrase it without it being a paragraph, but like the engine starting after they say drivers start your engines.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
They're just like
Yeah.
say
That's a
that
good
and then
one.
it's
That's
just
a good one. I wasn't thinking asking.
drives through the cars and it's just sick.
I
All
think
right,
it's
I
a
was
good
struggling, but spinning off yours, you ever been to a dirt track race?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So you're up against the chains, and they're just right there in front of you. Just that roar.
Yeah. I'm
That let
so
off.
mad. How come it's always as soon as you're done that you just
Think
come
of
up
like
with
4 or 5
yeah.
others that were heaters. Yeah. My last pick is gonna be the unnecessary grunting in tennis.
It's a good pick.
Honorable mention was gonna be the roar of a crowd after you hit a good golf shot.
Yeah. We go Tiger.
That actually should have been the random things that they say at the golf matches. Like
we could
that.
do a whole draft on like sports phrases.
Yeah. Not right
Um,
now, but yeah.
one that I thought of was the banging on the glass of a hockey game.
Or
Also
that-
the sound of the skates.
That
Just
or the sound of the puck hitting the post.
Mm.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a good sound.
Yeah.
Or the glass.
Or the glass. Yeah.
When it smokes the glass.
Or
They hit someone
or
into the
somebody's
wall.
somebody's face getting smashed against the glass. Hockey is a cool
Yeah,
sport.
I can't believe we didn't pick any hockey.
I know. I feel bad.
We got what? We got tennis, NASCAR, racing. We had football, basketball, baseball, pool.
Pole.
Bowling.
Pool.
Bowling.
Bowling that was a good poll.
That was a good pool. That one gave me the idea for the pool. No,
No,
actually, that's
you
not
got-
true. It was the
when
pool,
I
when you
said
said pool. Yeah.
Pool. Golly. Shoot me. Oh my gosh. I just want to know how you would spell the sound that bowling pins crashing would make. I don't think we need to finish the recap. Honestly, I would like to move on to what I just asked you.
What'd you ask me?
Are you shitting me? Are you
Oh,
what?
the bowling? That's what you're trying to figure out?
What?
What is the sound? Can you make the sound?
I don't even know how to make the sound.
Well, that doesn't help.
It's the sound. You just got to strike and wee that sound.
Clink, clink.
Oh, he said clink clink. Yeah, when you're bowling and you're like,
I haven't bowled on the Wii in a long time, so
Clink,
I don't
clink.
even remember what that sounds like.
you gotta. Can you just? Thank you. He's on point back there. Just play it into the mic. He brought his Wii from home. He had to hook it up and turn it on.
I heard it, but I didn't catch
It's
it.
nostalgia here.
Ooh, the clicking.
Dude.
Oh. Whoops.
He said, whoops. Why is there commentary? What? She literally said, What is this episode?
It's more like a clunk clunk versus a clink clink.
What if we set up a Masters tournament on the Wii?
I'm winning.
I'd murder you.
No.
VR, I'm killing you.
Oh, VR?
No, Wii, you got a chance. VR,
VR, I'm winning too.
No,
VR
you don't
is
even
a whole-
have one, bro.
Don't
You're
matter.
gonna tell me you're gonna kill me in
VR, a whole
VR,
different
bro.
game, bro.
It's over.
Let's do a Masters round VR
Okay.
this weekend.
Okay.
Can we live stream that somehow? Because I'm winning.
Probably. I don't
Figure
know
it
how,
out.
but probably.
I'll look it up.
Okay.
Get it charged.
I think maybe I could plug it in and we could just run it through OBS.
Yeah.
I mean, we could literally play it down
How
here.
do you have to do it? You got to play all 18 and I play 18? Or 9, 9, 9, 9?
I don't know.
Figure it out. I'm not losing that.
Could just get Brock's. We could play
Good.
together.
But he doesn't have a club thing.
Sucks. Could buy one.
I honestly don't need it. Probably better without it.
Well,
I forgot what episode it is. 39?
39.
39.
Trace, Ninos.
Shout out Brock and Kara. Congrats. Hopefully Brock's here next week. We
Can't
never
wait to
know.
hold that baby again.
Thanks Dan for being here.
Yep. Long trek all the way out.
Yes, sir. Long trek home.
Legend.
Legend.
He was sleeping in my
Was
driveway.
that your first ever draft?
That was my first ever draft.
First ever draft. It's a good feeling. I think you did a solid job.
I think you just started him the first time I did it.
Maybe. If he loses, we're gonna have to get him back out here to wear the costume and actually put him on camera.
Or we just get a picture of him in it right now, and then if he loses,
Just post
we have it. Yeah.
Who's saying I'm losing?
Me. Well, you're sure shit ain't winning.
I think I'm winning.
I bet you do.
39 though. Appreciate you all. I don't know. You got anything? Quick housekeeping.
Quick housekeeping. I don't have anything to housekeep, honestly. Nah.
All right.
Enjoy Easter. Or
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed Easter.
Yeah.
Because when this
Dang,
comes out,
my Bryson DeChambeau thing did not pan out. When I tried to call
Yeah.
in the future, that was tough.
it's actually your fault that it didn't.
Probably.
I wouldn't say I'm superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, don't mess with it too much, because I'm not saying I'm superstitious, but if I watch a Celtics game on a TV that's not the TV in my living room, they're probably losing.
All right. Appreciate you all though. See ya.
Peace.